Well, there are certain foods in Chicago that are just Chicago foods, but where did they come from?
Food reporters Monica Eng and David Hammond know a lot about the things that are served in corner restaurants and food stands all over the city. Their new book is Made in Chicago, Stories Behind 30 Great Hometown Bites.
And they join us now. And this isn't just, we know where to get deep dish pizza or Italian beef. It goes a lot deeper than that.
A lot deeper, at least 29 other foods deeper.
And it's stuff, a lot of it that I hadn't heard of. I have never heard of something called the mother-in-law.
I'm glad
David,
you have it.
that
We're
one?
hoping this book will introduce Chicagoans to some foods that have been around for a while in Chicago, but that many Chicagoans, I would say even most Chicagoans, have never heard of.
Yeah, so that one, talk about mother-in-law.
Mother-in-law is, Anthony Bourdain said it was perhaps the greatest, most uniquely Chicago food invention. And it's a hot dog bun, poppy seed bun, with a tamale, a Chicago corn roll tamale in it, which is a little bit different than Mexican tamales, and chili, and then dressed kind of like a Chicago hot dog that is chopped onions, sport peppers, some tomatoes.
Is there one place in particular that does it the best?
There's a few, one on the south side, one on the north side. On the south side would be Fat Johnny's.
Okay.
Which is pretty far south. It's in the Marquette Park area.
Got it.
All right.
On the north side, there's a restaurant called The Hat, which has, it's on North Avenue, and it makes a beautiful mother-in-law. In fact, it's the one that is pictured on your screen there.
Oh.
Monica Malort.
Well, Malort was David's chapter, but it's a famously disgusting tasting Chicago distilled beverage.
Why do people still drink it?
I think it's kind of an in-joke among Chicagoans. That is, especially when out-of-town visitors come to town.
Yeah.
You buy them a Malort, a shot of Malort, and then as they take their first sip, you snap their picture, put it on Instagram, hashtag MalortFace, which you can check out. It's pretty funny.
Okay, now how about taffy grapes, Monica?
Well, again, a David thing, but they're kind of like taffy apples, but they're grapes with like frosting on them.
They call them, they call them taffy grapes because, like taffy apples, they're coated in a sweet coating, usually frosting or white chocolate, and then they're sprinkled with nuts, just like a taffy apple.
And who does those?
You know, there used to be a place called Nadia's, which has closed. I just bought some last weekend, and there's. I think they're made in somebody's home kitchen. I get them at places like the Steak and Lemonade joints that are on Madison Street.
Yeah. All right, Akutagawa.
Very good. That is like an omelet with ground beef and onions, green peppers, and also bean sprouts, always served with rice and gravy at a place in Wrigleyville that was started by Japanese Americans after World War II. And at that time, many of them were forcibly relocated to Chicago and told to stop being so Japanese for their own good, they were told. Nevertheless, the Sato family opened up Hamburger King, but they had Japanese American customers like George Akutagawa, who used to like to drink at the Nisei Lounge 2 doors down.
Oh, the Nisei Lounge. I remember that place, yeah.
He watch his Cubs game, and then he said, hey, could you make me an omelet with bean sprouts and hamburger and green pepper? And everybody else said, hey, what's he eating? Can I get one of those? And like, well, we called the Akutagawa, and today it's still served in Chicago.
So it's a Japanese omelet that has Chicago ties. It's a
pretty tasty,
uniquely Chicago thing. Okay, let's talk about the Jim Shoe.
The Jim Shoe is basically corned beef, Italian beef, and gyros, called gyro on the south side, all
those meats
griddled up together, and then you put them in a roll with tzatziki, also called gyro sauce, and it's a flavor explosion with all of the meats in one, and you can also get it wrapped in a big flour tortilla and deep fried, and that's called a super crispy Jim Shoe.
How did it get the name Jim Shoe?
I searched for years, and one guy told me it's because someone who was inebriated came to the drive-thru and said, I want 3 meats. And he said, what do you want? Maybe 3 meats on a Jim Shoe? And he said, sure, I'll take that.
Okay.
And supposedly that's one of the stories.
That's great.
All right, mild sauce.
Mild sauce is supposedly that came up when fried chicken joints in Chicago used to say, do you want ketchup or you want hot sauce? And people were like, well, do you have anything like mild sauce? So generally it tastes a lot like ketchup with hot sauce in it. You put it on anything fried, including pizza puffs on the south side, and it's a Chicago dish.
All right, the jibarito.
Jibarito, another one of mine, Puerto Rican steak sandwich using deep fried green plantains instead of bread. And then you smear it with some garlic on top. the most delicious sandwich, this Puerto Rican lady says, in Chicago.
Okay, and that's not unique to one particular restaurant. You can get it a lot of different
Right,
places.
it started at Borinquen Restaurant in Humboldt Park, and then suddenly it became huge. You know, baseball players who were visiting would come and say, oh, the Dominican and Puerto Rican players are like, oh, please, I've heard about this sandwich called the jibarito. And now it's at restaurants all over Chicago, also in Milwaukee, also in Ohio.
Interesting.
It's even gone back to Puerto Rico.
Yeah.
And David, before we let you go, I forgot to ask you, where did that mother-in-law get the name? Do we know that? Was someone trying to prank someone?
No, well, I believe it may be related to the guajolota, which is a Mexico City sandwich on a circular piece of bread. There's a tamale in it, so it's a tamale
Yeah.
sandwich. And they use a salsa in Mexico called salsa de suegra, mother-in-law sauce.
Oh, okay.
But it could be, but the joke is that the mother-in-law, yes, it too will give you heartburn.
Well, you can meet Monica and David on March 30th at Volumes Bookstore down on Michigan Avenue and follow them on social media. And Made in Chicago, stories behind 30 great hometown bites. Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Good to see you.
Mike.